Hi, I'm Isabella, and I think I accidentally made a video about the Mobwife aesthetic without realizing it existed. A couple days later, this lovely person commented this, to which I responded, ha ha ha, Mobwife, funny joke, only to find out that Mobwife is apparently a new aesthetic, which is very much, according to TikTok, on the rise. So I'm rolling with it. Adds Mobwife to title. Okay, so in reality, this is just an exploration of a mixture of different styles that I enjoy that just so happen to be very, very similar to the Mobwife aesthetic. Trust me, go and watch part 1 of this video. You will see what I mean. This is the mood board I created for this style that I've been trying to embody, which I created before I knew what Mobwife was. And I've linked that below for those of you who have been asking. Up until now, I've been describing this style as a mix of femme fatale, vintage glamour, old money, dark feminine, and these words on screen are also great descriptors. I've also discovered the phrase bold glamour, which is a perfect description of this style. So I'm rolling with the term Mobwife simply because it's so similar. People who like Mobwife will probably like these videos. But I'll talk a little bit more about my opinions on the Mobwife aesthetic later on. It's been a few months of trying to embody this style. Let's check in with my progress. The nails have been doing so good. They've been growing crazy fast. I've already had to trim them and file them quite a lot since I started growing them out again. I've stayed on top of the maintenance and I've been sticking to reds, nudes, pinks, purples, girly colors. My daily makeup routine has been on and off, honestly. As I said before, I don't like to wear makeup every day, but I'm trying to make more of an effort. I have been leaning to more of a natural light face, apart from today. But over the past couple months, I've been really ill quite a lot, so I've not put too much pressure on myself. Hair! As you can see, I've been experimenting more. I've been trying to find ways to create bigger hair, volumizing, and I've also been experimenting with the blowout. Turns out this all coincides very nicely with the Mobwife aesthetic hair. I'm going to show you how I did some of my 90s blowouts later on. I've also been embracing the side part a little bit more, simply because it's more of a vintage classic look. Wearing lingerie around the house, I have been struggling with. Last month it was freezing. With energy efficiency in UK housing absolutely sucking, I've been bundling up like a marshmallow most evenings. So I do want to work on embracing my feminine side a little bit more and just making the time to slip into something a little less comfortable. I've made quite a few new additions to my wardrobe, which I'll show you throughout the video, but I've also been trying to be more creative with what I already have. Make sure to check out my Instagram where I share a lot of my outfits. So we realized last episode that I'm kind of lacking in classy heels. So I got on Vinted and started my hunt for a pair of black stiletto court heels. I feel like court heels are probably the most classic pair of heels. They go with vintage styles, modern styles, high fashion, corporate. You can get low ones, high ones, and they're just really sexy and glamorous. Plus, they are also part of the Mobwife aesthetic. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up.
Okay, I found these court heels. They're only £6. Kind of vintage look to them. I might grab these. Cost me a total of £10.59.
Good morning. The heels have arrived and we're going to try them on. Oh, they're cute. They do slip off my feet a little bit at the back. They're very noisy when I walk. So I noticed in a lot of my inspo images that there's a lot of these kind of gold embellished chain belts, particularly in the Chanel runway looks. I cannot find what I'm looking for on secondhand websites. So I caved, I went to a really cheap online store and I purchased the closest that I could find to it. Here is the belt. It has this little, on one side it's like a 2p piece, on the other side it's like a Roman coin. It does look a bit cheapy, but I feel like it could kind of work for what I'm trying to do. I also got a couple pairs of red tights. Apparently these were a trend last year. I don't really care. More of like a vintage glamour 60s vibe. We're gonna see what those look like. Now the creme de la creme of this little haul. This accessory actually makes all of my fashion dreams come true. They're little cuff things. I freaking love a fluffy cuff. I'm obsessed. Fluffy cuffs on coats, fluffy cuffs on cardigans, fluffy cuffs on shirts, fluffy cuffs on gloves. I just think they look so extra, so vintage glam, just so the woman that I want to be. I can now put on any outfit and make it look like 10 times more extra. Plus, it comes with a matching hat. How extra am I going to look? Definitely giving me Mobwife. I wanted to experiment with bigger hair and more polished styles, so I started practicing my 90s blowout. Good morning. So I've been trying to master the at-home blowout. It's difficult. My rollers are actually a bit too big, so I actually went out and bought a 12-pack of these smaller ones. I'm also going to try blowing all my hair back, which I recently saw in an Instagram video. I do find these so difficult to take out. This happens every time I do Velcro rollers. Hold on, let me just Google how to take out rollers. Apparently I'm meant to twist it. I'm twisting, nothing is happening. Oh, okay, hold up. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, so this kind of works a bit better. Still feels a bit, Can someone please link me something? Because there must be something better than Velcro rollers. Let's just have a look at... Excuse me. I'm here for my sleigh appointment. She fucking work. Who am I? She never looks this good. I don't like using hairspray. If you know of any like really healthy hairsprays, please link them. Look at this freaking side swoop. Who is she? Yes, yes, yes. Boop, boop. Okay, dude. Look at this hair. God, I can't. I feel like a princess, man. I guarantee you this will not last. I'm gonna do a little bit of a tease just to try and keep some of this volume and we'll see. Okay, so remember in the last video, I was struggling because turtlenecks were like the only plain kind of classy top that I had. And I have turtlenecks in gray, white, and black, which are all staples. So I actually went out and bought myself some basics. It kind of was a little bit painful to buy like 4 plain long sleeve tops, but it will make styling outfits so much more easy. I got this black top with a low cut neckline, which I think is so much more feminine and elegant, a little bit more womanly than the majority of my other tops, which are basically all graphic tees. It was from Bershka. This was just a cheap one that I got online. I have not owned a low neck top for God knows how long, showing the décolletage. And I got this really pretty unusual black top which was on sale. So this is the top. It doesn't look like anything special, but it's kind of like asymmetrical here. But the selling point for this top for me was it came with this weird little thing that you can use in so many different ways. It just makes it so much more chic. You could make a little bow. You could put it in your hair. You could like wrap it round the actual top itself and make a bow on the top. And then you could like move these and like make it so it's like this. Feels really kind of dark feminine. So that was our fun little purchase. I also got a white crew neck. I did look on Vinted. I didn't quite find what I was looking for, so in the end I just gave in. I went into the shop. I want to try and do something with the chain belt. So the only black skirt I have that I think would go is my pinstriped little slit mini skirt. Or we have the trousers. Don't think it's working. I did have another idea though. I have this very cheap little mini dress from Primark. I could put it under the top and make it like a dress. This is what the dress looks like. It's like very thin and cheap and flimsy, but it just kind of comes in handy sometimes to put underneath dresses and stuff. Okay, this could work. Feels very dark feminine. Mysterious woman. Oh, this is kind of what I had in mind. This is reminding me of the outfit from the nanny that was on my inspiration board. I actually kind of like this because you can just kind of wear it anywhere. But I'm gonna put it around the smallest part of my waist. This is cute. The cheapy version of Chanel. Yeah, we love it. Unfortunately, the chain is a bit tangled. It's actually just the way it's been manufactured wrong. I'll fix it another time. Because I have a gold belt, I'm gonna have to do gold jewelry. The only gold earrings I have. Kind of wish I got some bigger gold earrings. We're doing this bracelet. We've put on some gold rings. I've decided to take the bracelet off. It was just a bit too blingy, all the gold. We're gonna skip the necklace. I've just put on 4 rings. Now with this outfit, I'm very excited because this means that I can wear my court heels. This outfit is gonna be so 80s. Oh, yes. I can't really walk properly in them because I feel like they'll slip off. So I'm gonna put in some little like insole shoe thingies and see if it helps. Oh, look what I found whilst I was looking for insoles. These glasses will literally go perfect with this outfit. Oh my God. Oh. This is it. We'll save these for later. This handbag, like the vintage vibes. I also have this bag that was given to me secondhand, which I don't wear a lot because it's very plain, but it actually could go with this. It's a lot of chains going on, but maybe if we had like another layer, it would kind of break up all the chains. What I also found out the other day, which I was so excited about, is that these are detachable, which means I just switched the straps around. So now this is like a whole new bag. This, by the way, I did get in a charity shop for like £2. Can you imagine if I was making a summer version of this outfit? This hat is so freaking extra. So dramatic, but I really love it. I was wearing it a lot last summer. It's also very like mysterious woman, like in a movie, or like femme fatale bitch. This could actually be a good time to wear this frilly shirt thing, which I keep reaching for. This actually makes it a lot dressier, so I do like the addition of this shirt. Okay, these are all the coats that I think could go with this. A bit too 2000s. This one is a bit too modern. This puffer is 2000s, but it could pass as 80s. Ooh, yeah. If I wear the coat, now the shirt looks weird underneath. So forgetting the coat for a minute, I know that these are going to bring this outfit to the next level. I've already worn these quite a bit. I mean, come on. She's a little rich bitch. Her husband's a millionaire. Okay, so I know I kind of look like a guard outside of Buckingham Palace, but I kind of like it. Look, with the bag, sorry. Oh my God, and the sunglasses. How freaking extra is this look? Let's finish it off with the sunglasses. Stop. Let's roll the outfit montage. Love how I forgot to wear the sunglasses in that whole clip. It's 11:30. This is how my hair held up. My 90s dream hair did not last. There is a slight bit of curl still in the ends. I will say I was doing a lot with my hair today, wearing hats, I was changing clothes a lot. Anyway, I'll try again another time. On my next wash day, I tried it again, and this time with my blow dry spinning brush. Still struggling with the rollers. The curl didn't hold too well this time. Because I have a dry hair type, I'm often very conservative with my heat use, which often means that the style doesn't quite come out right. Anyway, I thought I'd try the overnight blowout technique to see if it would preserve the style. Oh my God, this looks ridiculous. I basically rolled my hair in a donut last night. It doesn't really work for me. I think it kind of kept a little bit of shape. I just have to brush it out. I mean, it did kind of keep the shape. So I used a fluffy headband and like doubled it over, rolled my hair with that, and then tied it at the back with elastic. Hello! I went to a charity shop and I found this white shirt for $1.99. It's actually a men's shirt, but I'm thinking for like preppy looks with a little cute skirt, it needs to be steamed, but trust me, I have a vision. I tried it on, it looks great. From the same charity shop, I also found this gorgeous book on Marilyn Monroe. Very rare photos of Marilyn Monroe in the very early days. Freaking gorgeous. So glad I bought this, and it was only $2.25. How gorgeous. So I'm adding this to my little collection of little glamorous books that I've got going on here. We love. Thought I'd include this little outfit I put together for an Instagram reel with these Halara trousers. I actually wouldn't recommend these because they're a bit big in the waist. So I originally paired them with the black turtleneck and some boots. Then I was playing around with this necklace and I figured out I could wear it kind of as a belt, so I just pinned it to my trousers, added these earrings to match, and then I decided on the court heels because I thought that looked so much cuter. Now I couldn't wear this bag with it because it had gold details and it would clash with the silver, so I ended up going with this oversized leather bag that was my grandma's. I added just 2 silver rings to match the silver, and that was kind of the look. Then I leveled up the outfit by putting on the fluffy accessories, the fluffy cuffs, and I realized that I could pull the hat down and actually make it into a collar. Added a whole new level to this outfit and basically made a whole new top out of this boring turtleneck top. And that's basically the outfit. Very workwear chic. I feel like the boss of a company. I also played around with the headband and the hat. Both could have worked. Also some black leather gloves, but I ended up finishing off the outfit with the little trench coat that I have. I kind of feel like I'm on my way to an office job in London on a rainy day, except I'm the CEO. I feel like the boss bitch inside me dresses like this. It became clear during filming this outfit that I don't own any smart, flat, sturdy shoes. I have the ballet flats, which I keep for just in case, but they're not sturdy enough and they're not always the vibe that I'm going for. My only other smart-ish option are these boots, which are currently covered in mud. These are nice and sturdy, but they're not always dressy enough. So after a little bit of research, I figured out the kind of flat, smart shoe that would work perfectly for this style. Loafers. They might not be everyone's style, but you can't deny they are a classic. Men can wear them, women can wear them, they come in all different styles, they can be both vintage and modern, but most importantly, they are widely accepted as a dressier shoe. They also fall into the old money and preppy aesthetic, which kind of goes with the style I'm going for. Problem was, it was really hard to find a pair that were just right. The first pair I ordered were too big and uncomfortable, so I decided to spend a little bit more on a Steve Madden pair, and I decided to size down. My loafers arrived. Here they are. Please fit me, shoe. Oh no, I think they're too small. So I returned them and I decided to turn to vintage. I thought I'd try this pair, but they turned out to be a bit too big and I didn't like the shape and how they looked. So I went back on Vinted and I finally found the perfect pair. Almost perfect, but we deal. I'm a little bit ashamed of how many pairs of loafers I bought to find the right ones. However, I'm glad I did end up with a secondhand pair and I am going to resell the first secondhand pair. So make sure to follow me on my Depop and Vinted. I'm wearing the craziest outfit today. I'm just cold. The loafers arrived. Okay, they look a bit more promising. These are exactly what I wanted. Okay, I've finally done it. I've gone out and bought myself some large gold earrings. Guys, I can't believe it. These were from Primark. They were £2.50. They were exactly what I was looking for. Why did I go out and spend 20 quid on like an expensive pair of earrings? Aren't they perfect? They're giving me that kind of vintage glamour feel. My mum also came back from Thailand and she bought me some more gold earrings. So let's try these on. I've never had a pair of earrings like this, but they're super interesting. Good morning. I did a new technique. I tried to do reverse robe curls and I don't know what happened. They looked great. Whoa. Wow, lots of volume too. This really worked. No, I don't know what's happened. It's literally only been about an hour and a half, but my hair has completely dropped and it looks really frizzy now. What a shame. But regardless, we're gonna make another outfit today and we're gonna go for a kind of old money, preppy kind of style. I wanna finally style the loafers that I got. I did have to put some insoles in them, but they do fit now. I haven't worn the shirt yet, so I'm gonna try this. Okay, I do like this. It's like a dad shirt. Let's try the red tights. Definitely interesting. It's kind of a look. A couple weekends ago, I got this perfect black pleated skirt. It's from Bershka, but it was on sale. It came with a belt, but I took it out. My original idea with this was to put like a vest over it, kind of just to give it a really preppy old money feel, but I have no such thing. I might have to improvise. What about a t-shirt? I have this red t-shirt. This could look really weird or it might look really cool. Okay, definitely interesting. I wish it was a vest though. It looks a bit odd. I'm gonna try something else. What about if I put this like negligee? Ooh, maybe if the button was done all the way to the top and then it was like belted in. Totally not the aesthetic I'm going for, but like it's someone's aesthetic. Why is this giving like Western meets workwear meets preppy meets vintage mashup? This is cool. You know those things that those cowboys wear? Emblem and it has like little tassels. It needs one of those and a cowboy hat and some boots. I've got just the boots. Needs these boots. Western. This could be a look, but not for today. Maybe I could make like some kind of vest with a scarf. What about the crazy jacket again? Why does everything just look weird on me? Maybe if we tucked in the shirt. Why do I look like a ringleader or like a magician? It just looks ridiculous. I want to make this jacket work, but it's just too big. It just looks a bit ridiculous no matter what outfit I put it with. I'm taking off the red tights. What about if I corset it? Ooh. Problem is the off-white with the bright white clashes a bit. What about this crop top? It kind of works, but unfortunately it's just a bit too small. The shirt is bunching up and it just doesn't look very neat. I think I figured it out. I have this gorgeous leopard print scarf, which is like on theme. If I kind of like wrap it to make like a corset, ooh, Ooh, I just added this chain. I'd probably have to pin it so that it's more of like a waist thing rather than just like ending up like this throughout the day. I undid the shirt all the way down. I'm also wearing a push-up bra. Always looks great for the cleavage. I don't know why I'm out of breath. I'm gonna chuck on some silver rings. I usually never mix gold and silver, but maybe we'll pop on a few gold ones. These are the rings. Gold and silver. I actually kind of like it. You can see my purple nails today. I decided the court heels went perfectly with this outfit, but if I wanted to wear this look for every day, I'd probably just whack on the loafers that I got. I feel like it needs like tights or something just to elevate it a bit. Okay, I've added some 15 denier tights. I also added another chain. I've added a necklace. I think I found the finishing touch. This shawl actually I've had in my costume bag since I was a kid. It looks so pretty to just add to things. I did think rather than the belt, something like this, or there was this, which makes it look really cool, but I also kind of look like a judge at a courtroom. But it is cool though. Just tried a few handbags. I think this one kind of goes. Wow, that took forever, but we finally got there. I think this is the outfit. Okay, so let's talk about what I think of the Mobwife aesthetic. And I'm going to be careful with my wording here because I don't want to be demonetized. I've not done a ton of research into it, but it didn't take long for the algorithm to show me that this style is a bit controversial. It's mostly controversial because being a Mobwife means that you're married to a person in the or in an organized crime group. These are a real thing which are incredibly violent, incredibly dangerous, and people involved run the risk of themselves or loved ones being harmed or killed in horrific ways. Many lives are ruined, all in the name of money and power. Therefore, the Mobwife is able to adorn herself in luxury goods and glamorous things because of the money acquired by these crimes, which makes it what is known as dirty money. Not to mention, for actual real Mobwives whose lives I'm sure are not all rainbows, I can see how this aesthetic could be insulting. Another problem is there seems to be this stereotype that they're all Italian, and a lot of people have portrayed this aesthetic in a very stereotypical way, which some might find insulting. There's a lot more to be said about these controversies, so I'll leave some links below. Now, not only that, but the fact that fur is a huge part of this aesthetic means that there could be a surge in the real fur market. PETA recently posted this image. The caption reads, "Trends come and go, but fur will always be dead," with an X and a fox emoji. If you're hopping on the Mobwife look, only wear faux. Although yes, most people, I hope, would agree that faux fur is the way forward. And yes, vintage fur is certainly more ethical, but unfortunately, there are people out there that will see that fur is trending and they will go out and they will buy real fur, brand new, from a boutique or a high-end brand or wherever they get it from, where in most cases, these animals have been treated despicably. I find it hard to even look into this. I've seen enough. Truly disturbing. In some cases, these animals are skinned alive. We all know what goes on. The fur trade is incredibly shady. Even if the supplier claims that it's ethically sourced, most of the people that sell it in these little boutiques and things like that, most of the time they don't actually know how that fur was sourced. That nobody actually goes to these places and like checks in on how they harvest the fur from these animals. If you're going to engage in this trend, or if you're gonna buy fur, buy faux fur. And if you must buy real fur, buy secondhand or vintage fur. I actually do own a fur coat that belonged to my grandma. So this is a vintage fur. I've had this probably for about 6 years. I've maybe worn it twice. It also has sentimental value because it's my grandma's, but this coat is made of mink. Still feel a bit weird about wearing real fur, even though it's vintage. vintage and it's secondhand. There's also the other argument that maybe I should just wear it. You could think, okay, well at least they died for the purpose of wearing a garment and it's actually being worn and not just sitting in a closet. I'm not gonna say that I'll never wear this because I'm sure I'll experiment with wearing it, but I'd like to hear what your thoughts are on like vintage real fur. What are you guys' thoughts on it? I think if I do experiment with wearing it, I would try to only wear it in private or where I won't be seen by too many people, just to make sure I'm not influencing others to buy real fur or to think that real fur is back in fashion, because seeing what other people are wearing out in public does influence trends and our clothing choices, whether we realize it or not. I'm also not sure if I will get kickback for exploring these vintage Italian icons because of this Mobwife trend, even though my reasonings for doing so was not part of the Mobwife trend. It was just a genuine interest. A lot of you might not know, my granddad's side of the family is Italian. That's where my name, Isabella Demarko, came from. It's a real name within our family history. I love the Italians. I love Italy. I took an Italian GCSE. I am obviously a white girl, but I hope that you guys watching will be open-minded enough to understand where I'm coming from with this whole exploration and that I'm not trying to offend anyone's culture by doing so. So, because of these controversial reasons, I do feel a little bit iffy about going too far into the Mobwife aesthetic trend because I think it's becoming a little bit gimmicky and a bit insulting. I'm trying to steer clear from that kind of way of representing it. Also, I don't want to look like a mobwife. That was never my intention. However, I am going to use the keyword mobwife from now on just because I know that people who are searching for that term might enjoy these videos. Using keywords is something content creators must do to survive. So I'm going to experiment a little bit more with this keyword and see if it brings in some more viewers, because honestly, I don't want to have to quit YouTube, but I might have to if my YouTube channel doesn't pick up again this year. And that's just the truth of it. So that's all my cards on the table. I just wanted to be honest about it. But if you enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe. Stay tuned for part 3 where I will be continuing this exploration into bold glamour. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like. If you want to see more from me, you can check out my Patreon. I literally tried to make it as cheap as possible. It's only £2. Make sure to go follow me on Instagram as well. I have Vinted and Depop where I sell my old clothes. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.